Hi guys. Just let me see, let me make sure that this is going live. I'm not the best techie person. Hi guys. Just let me see, okay. Let me make sure that this is going live. So it looks like that is working. So I'm just gonna wait for some people to show up. How you guys doing? The energy is a little hectic. And I had a lot of people actually ask me for some personal readings. So I decided that I'd just go live, and we could take care of that. So this is how the live works. You guys can just put your questions in the chat box. The chat box doesn't stay like forever. I don't save my chat boxes, so your information will be private and I won't say anything in the reading portion that will really like call you out by name and address and zip code, DNA. If you're one of the people that have had a reading with me, I'm very private. Since this will be done in a public type forum, I'm never gonna air your dirty laundry or anything. And I don't think your guides would allow that kind of information to come out right now. So, oh, hi, Pinky Dutchman 983. Hello. So it'll give me a chance to connect with the people that are subscribers to that I don't really know personally, and also the people that I've given intuitive readings to. Like, I just want to hang out with you guys. The energy for this week astrologically is a little rough. It's a little rough, guys. It's a little tough. Why is that? So we have a big conjunction going on August 1st in Taurus with Uranus, the Great Awakener, the planet of sudden changes. Mars is going to hit that, and it's also on the North Node. The North Node makes everything bigger. And whenever you have Mars involved, the energy, you can feel it ahead of time because Mars is very fast. So there's going to be a bunch of changes worldwide. We might expect to see, Taurus represents the Earth. We might expect to see earthquakes, volcanoes. These are the kinds of things that happen worldwide when anything is hitting Uranus, since it's been in Taurus since around, I think it's been 2018. So a lot of changes in that area, but also, I wanted to give you guys intuitive readings. So if anybody has a question, just like, or if you just want to know what your guides have to say, like just ask for a reading and I'll just let you know whatever. I've never done. Oh, okay. Hi, Heidi. Heidi, can I give you a reading? I always ask permission before I read somebody because it's like it's kind of like a process, like my guides speak to your guides and then they just tell me the information like that you most need to know, or you can ask a specific question. Oh, yep. Okay, that was easy. All right, let me get this hair out of the way here because it's kind of bugging me. Like it's just getting in my way. Let me just see if I connect to anything for you. Angel spirits, guides, please, anything. All right, so this is what I do. If you guys have gotten like a reading sent to you over voicemail, like I either sit usually in my dad's garage or I somehow try and like unfocus and see what I get that way. So let's just see. Okay, Pinky, they're showing me a house. So they're showing me something that is going on in your house or some kind of, it's actually covered with, it's like, I just got truth chills. So it's a dark house. So I feel like you have got some energies going on in your house lately. They're showing me, I'm like literally seeing the word wind. So I don't know if you have I don't know if you've been having words with people or if like you have winds going by your house. I'm not really sure what's going on with that. But that's just what they're showing me. They're showing me that they're actually showing me a house that was really bright. And then lately it's been just grayed or dark in there. Can I get any, what is that about, please? What is that about? Okay. So they're showing me um like there never was really this, okay, let me get the words. There was never really like a flow that you stuck to there, but like lately things are like they're showing me books all off a shelf or something, and then they're just like literally something has been sharp there lately. Something's been sharp and not flowing. Like it seems like you don't really have a perfect flow or a really, like it's not talking about your schedule, but things have been sharp there. Does that make sense to you? Oh, it has been windy. Okay. Okay, so it's so let me get some advice for this. So what are you telling me about the house for? What are you telling me about the house for? Okay, they're talking about something that you used to do actually on your own, separate from the house, or you had some kind of activity or some kind of hobby that you used to do that you really haven't been able to do lately. Um, and they're talking about that was a way to get, it's almost like there's stuck energy there. So I don't know if you've had, I know a while ago you had something going on in your house, but I don't know of anything lately. They're talking about the energy in your house being stuck and that you used to have something that you did to kind of like at least release or cleanse your energy out, and that you haven't been able to partake in that lately. Now I'm literally getting okay, so I get messages. So this is what I got. I got this little thing, like this is your star. This is how you put out your, and then flowers. So I don't know if you like have a garden or did gardening. I know your grandma does, but they're just talking about some kind of activity that you used to do, some kind of hobby that you did for no other reason but yourself. And they're advising that you get doing that again. Like this is literally just a little piece of junk thing. Like maybe it is junking. I know you junk, but they're talking about wanting you to move your energy again for you. They feel like everything you've been doing has been concentrated around like co-projects or projects with other people or projects with other people around you. And there used to be something that you shined with that you would do just for yourself, and you'd make time for that. And you haven't done that actually. They're showing me a year, for over a year. And they're talking about the energy in the overall house being better if you can balance out your energies of things you do for yourself and things that you do as a part of a group or a pairing dynamic. Does that make sense? Oh, you're actually putting books away from grandma. Okay. That's funny. Oh, okay, that's cute. Did you have any questions? But there's currently books all over your dining room for real. Oh, that's awesome. Sometimes it is literal messages, so that's cute that they were showing me that. So is there anything that you want clarity about with that? Oh, I bet grandma's books are great. I bet she's got some great books. So do you know what, I'm just going to put my chat box up here so I can read it. Do you know what they're talking about? The thing that you used to be interested in, kind of your creative endeavor. Does that make sense to you? And do you feel like the energy's been stuck in your house like that? Or we don't know. So anything else for Pinky, please? Anything else for Pinky? Okay. This is a very specific message. They want me to pull a card over here, so just remind me of that. It's literally sticking out at me. It's like blaring at me. So they're talking about you growing in some way, and sometimes that really freaks people out when people grow if they've known a person for a long time, but they're like really showing whatever you're growing something. I don't know if it doesn't seem like actual plants. It seems like as a person or part of your dreams, or you're coming out like being more true. You've always been a true individual, so that makes no sense to me, but they said that you're growing in some way lately, and sometimes little changes will freak people out that are closest to you, that love you the most. So they just want to acknowledge to you that like, and I'm getting truth chills, that the kind of the it almost feels like you've been like attacked or yelled at for doing or adjusting or doing self-improvements in some way. So they just want to talk about that being okay. Like people just get nervous when things are long-standing and they want to change a little bit. They think that, oh my God, what if it's going to change me to da, da, da. So they're just acknowledging, you know, you're doing the right thing. Like you don't have to, this is more their lesson than your lesson. So I do feel like you've been gentle on whoever this individual is. I don't know if it's a spouse or it's just family. I feel like it's really close in your home. So it must be like a spouse or partner. That person is just feeling uneasy with the growth. But you're growing for everybody. Like you're a giver. You don't like a lot of conflict. You just like it easy. But at the same time, you've been called to do this growth. And it's going to be okay. It's going to even out. This person just needs to understand that growth is a natural part and that they can grow too. I feel like they haven't been growing too. And this growth that you're having is going to actually inspire them to grow as well. That hasn't been done in a long time. They're just showing me like dust on a person. Oh my Lord. I'm sure it's lovely. I'm sure the person is lovely. Oh, you got flower books from grandma too. Okay. You totally get it. Okay. Oh, are you pregnant? I don't know. Okay. So that's what your guides want to say. I don't know. Are you wanting to get pregnant? Like, I don't know. That's up to you. They would definitely not be like, hey, you pregnant? Like on a live YouTube channel. Yeah. Okay. So this is kind of weird because I know your grandparents, but you know that they hang out around you, right? Like, I don't think I have to tell you that. Um, yeah, I don't have to tell you that because you know that. And I'm sure that they've been popping up a little bit more lately, just in things that you've been doing and things that you've been thinking of. So maybe. Oh, well, hey, it's actually a good time to it's a good time. Oh, well, let me see. Oh God, I kind of know your chart too. I'm just looking to see where that Uranus would be. Oh, Aries. Oh, yeah. So Jupiter's going to go back into Pisces. So, I mean, if you wanted to get, I mean, Jupiter's been in Aries, the place of other people. It's going back into Pisces, which would be, you know, your sixth house, your day-to-day things. If you want, if you wanted to get bigger, I mean, and be pregnant, then it's a good time. So, oh, those cardinals. Yeah, they be showing up. Yep. Grandparents be showing up. All right. And I'm just going to pull this card and then I'm going to release your people to go back to you. All right. And let's just see what we got. Full moon in Libra. Perfect. Find a balance. That's just what we were talking about. Kind of about what are those little animals there? Oh, are they little flowers? Yeah. So yeah, find a balance within yourself. You know exactly what you're doing. You know exactly what you're growing and what you're looking to manifest and relax. New moon in Cancer. So whatever, I don't know if you've been tense or if you've been nervous. It seems like there's been a lot of stuff around your house. But yeah, they just I feel like you're being fearful of stories before they happen as well. I'm hearing what if it isn't true? So whatever that means, don't create stories before they happen because it literally like crunches the energy in. Is that all you got? All right, cool. Not really, but it could happen. Okay, well, if you have a baby, then you know, I want to do the astro chart for the baby. And I'm just gonna clear out your energy and Grandma and Grams. Go back to Heidi. She already knows you're hanging out with them. Okay, awesome. Thanks for showing up. That was so much fun. Okay, let's see who else we have here that wants a reading. We have, oh, Leah Lips. Leah Lips was the next one. Leah, do you want me to just pull what your guides have to say? Or do you have a specific question in mind? Sorry, Heidi, I will burn this. Like, it'll be awesome. So we will burn your paper. So we'll send it back to the ethers. So I'm waiting to see if Leah Lifts has a question specifically. She'd like a reading. Okay. Let me just see if I can get anything for Leah. Angel Spirits Guides, please. Could I get something for Miss LL? Okay. I'm just going to take a drink. I have a dry throat now suddenly. Sorry, you guys, when I'm getting something from when I'm getting something psychically, I look to the side like a weirdo. So I'm sorry, like I look like I probably look like a total weirdo. So LL Leah Lifts. So when I connected to your energy, it was just like, and I literally am showing like a ball unraveling. So I feel like you felt like something was pretty tied up and then it's unraveling. I'm being shown a red ribbon. Tied around this key with your heart on it. I'm possibly seeing you on, I just got truth chills before I even said it. I'm possibly seeing you pull that ribbon off. So there was something, I'm just being drawn to a pen. There was some kind of communication. There was something seen that wasn't acknowledged in some way. There was something, I feel like you might have said something about this and I'm just being shown an angry face. So I feel like it was kind of like not acknowledging your feelings or some situation like that. I'm also seeing you actually, so they're showing me like two versions of you. Like they're showing me a version where you're like kind of like cleaning off a pedestal, and then they're showing me the version now where you are literally on your own pedestal. And just you're really strong. Like I know you're strong body wise, but that's not the kind of strength that they're talking about. I feel like you have strength in your heart now, and your value that perhaps you didn't have before. And it's going to be hard for me to give you advice in this way because I do know you, but luckily last year you had me make some cards. I got some like very specific cards I made for the people on here. Okay. So this, I got that you were stuck in an old cycle, and I feel that you know that. And I also feel like you are not getting enough time to nurture yourself, actually, that you really are looking for self-nurturing, and you're actually looking for a partnership that nurtures equally, because you are such a nurturer. You give so much and you give completely with your heart and soul. And I believe that you see that something it didn't go the direction that you thought. And I've got zero. Yeah, so somebody that used to feel like home no longer feels like home. And you keep on wanting to get those feelings back. You keep on wanting to get those times back when they do feel like home, because there's such a strong like almost soulmate situation here. So I want to acknowledge that your guides want to acknowledge that this isn't something you made up in your head, like this is an actual feeling. But also I feel like you've worked on yourself a lot more than this person, when it comes to past situations, when it comes to childhood traumas, when it comes to actually doing the self-nurturing instead of just blocking that off. And seeing this person used to make you smile, and it sometimes no longer makes you smile. And relationships do go like that. And I feel like you both are feeling, just what I'm getting through your energies, you're both feeling like you've kind of lost each other, and that creates a situation where it's like an energy grab. And it actually pulls the energy away. But I also feel like you know that you have to take a stand in this situation, that this energy does need to change, that this energy needs to be cut. It needs to be moved in one way or the other. And if you just let it languish, it's just going to keep on falling apart. And I think that you know that. I think by me saying that, you can confirm that that has been the case. So they need action from you. They expect action from you. If there's action that you've been going to take, I feel like you've been actually getting intuitive hits to go that way, because I don't think this would be anything you'd ever think of on your own, actually. Okay. And I feel like you're afraid to put your foot down, because I feel like that you don't think the other party will actually love the person that stands up for themselves. But let me just assure you that people will love you more when you expose that you do have pride in yourself. You do have, you do have that self-love. That's actually what attracts people to you. You're a great leader for many people. They're just showing me you leading many people and you giving great advice for many people. And, your guides are just bringing that to you now. Your guides want you to experience that. Did they want you to worship, like someone to worship you literally, as they would stick up for themselves? And that's what you deserve. And that's what you're bringing in one way or the other. What do we have here? Divine presence, the force of love and creation. So yeah, 44 is an 8. So you are going through a time where you're going to have to work at things. But the things that you're being called to do are actually, I know you're afraid that it's going to make a divide or make something that can't be fixed. But what is for you can never be taken from you. And I think you just need to, I think that your soul knows that you need to, it's like putting your foot down, like I'm literally seeing you put your foot down like that mighty leg, putting it down. I'm being told the next card. Yeah. And you'll have prosperity actually when you do that. It's a terrifying situation. Yeah, but this is something you've been going with for a while. If you are a Christian, or if you do pray to the archangels, I would bring in Archangel Raziel. Apparently is from the Akashic records. I got wisdom, inspiration, and Akashic records. So this is something that you've been going through. If you just look, her soul's kind of escaping. This is a situation you've been through before in this life, in past lives, if that's what you attune to believing in. And they're just looking for you to heal that karma of giving yourself, giving out of yourself too much. Now, I do know your chart and you have Jupiter rising, but that also means that Jupiter lands in your 12th house. So that would indicate something that we inherit from our parents. So Jupiter is Santa Claus. Jupiter gives. Jupiter's a guru. Jupiter gives of itself. So look to where your parents perhaps gave more of themselves, and that's what you're being then needed. It gave to so much to the detriment of themselves, like didn't demand respect, etc. That's what you're being asked to heal, is actually that karmic cycle right now. And I feel like it'd be easy for you. It's just the approach, and you don't want to hurt people, and you don't want like fighting, and you don't like anything like that. But you do, I mean, to pull this again, the divine presence, you're surrounded by your people. Your grandma Artie actually came through in a reading and says that she pushes people out of you kids' lives that that aren't good for you. Like I literally saw her like manhandling people. That was amazing. Okay, so did you have another specific question? Do you want something cleared up before LLFs, did you want another question about something? I'd be happy to pull a specific question, something different, or some more clarity on the same. You like things very specifically, so I'm just prepared here. I think it's gonna be this one. Okay. Oh, where do we see you in 5 years? Okay, I'm gonna give you this first. Because it came out, it stuck to the table. What am I looking for outside myself that is already within me? Okay, and they're just talking about you looking for outer guidance when you literally have like the intuition inside you. So that's kind of amazing. It says breathe in your favorite essential oils, inhale deeply into your belly, drop your shoulders, and spend some time hanging out with your soul today. Ask for what you need and be ready for answers. So, and I kind of know that about you that you could actually ask for this, but you probably don't trust your intuition yet. You should totally trust it. You come from like that kind of bloodline. And it says, are you looking for more guidance, confidence, uh, peace, wisdom, love, or something else that's outside of yourself, which, okay, 5 years. So let us see Leah in 5 years. And what do I want to use here? Okay. I want to use uh this tarot deck. Just I want to pull maybe one card and I'm just gonna just spirits guides, please, for Leah in 5 years. Leah in 5 years. Now, you do understand when I pull something like this, it doesn't, if you don't like what comes out, you always have the ability to change things. I'm actually seeing flowers and hearts, and I do think that in that you may not be prepared for a wedding, but I do see like essentially wedding motifs. So maybe that is something that you were actually questioning if you will be like with a partner that you will be married to in 5 years. And they are just confirming that you will be with someone that you'll be with for a long time, that you'll make an actual marriage commitment with in the next 5 years. So if that's something you were asking about or wondering, like they just want to bring that up to you to point it out that, yeah, that will be stable in your life within the next 5 years. Okay, that is interesting. Okay, so job wise, I feel like you are actually going to possibly, I'm not showing things moving way far away from where they are for you now. I feel like right now you are your own kind of inspiration, your own kind of like spiritual like coach, spiritual like pep rally. I'm seeing a spiritual, you're your own spiritual pep rally now, but you're actually going to be moving into a field like that has a straighter path that actually uses your intuition more. So I really feel like I don't know if this is like scanning people's bodies and kind of just knowing people's bodies or what they need. I know that's something that you're into now, but whatever you're doing for career, whatever you're doing for career path, I feel like it's not going to be outside of yourself. Like you're not going to have to go and like have a coach to do this. You're not going to have to go and like find someone else to like certify you as an expert. This is just something that's going to come into you. It's going to present themselves to you. Somebody's going to see that you're good at it and you're just going to kind of roll with that. I don't know if it's actually like, it's almost like a Reiki type feeling. But I feel like it's definitely something to do with health of people. And you're going to actually be able to use your intuition more, because I don't think that they're just telling me like you use your intuition a lot now on people. Like when you say things, you think it's all logic, but like there's certain situations where you could give them several different answers, but you pick out one answer. You don't give them all the answers. You pick out one answer because you just like instantly tune into something in their body. Like, do you know that you do that? Oh, future nature of current relationship. Um, So I got the feeling when I was bringing in energy that this stepping up, this stepping down, this foot down for you is a definite, I don't feel your relationship will last unless you do use your literal voice. Like I got, my voice was very dry when I connected with your energy. It felt like I had to refresh it. I feel like if you don't say something now, the whole relationship will unravel. And um, that's what I got. But I also, I always like to ask people, like, whatever's going on now, like, do you want to be doing this in 10 years? Do you want to be doing the same thing in 10 years? So you are literally going to be the one to bring that change. And sometimes people just don't realize what they have until like it's on its way out. And you'll shift the energy in that situation. So like literally the hope in that situation is up to you. And the Wheel of Fortune, you will change the destiny. Right now I got, so this is, don't this, I scribble when I get channels. So it started out tight and then it started loosening way up. And I feel like you would resonate with that. That it's really just, I feel like you can't even believe how one way it's gotten, and they're not telling me specifically. It's like it was tight really, really recently. And sometimes you literally, in order to have a balanced relationship, you really, it has to sustain each partner. Uranus, the planet coming up. If something's not aligned for you, if something's not for you, that planet will take it away. It will force change. And it's always better to be the change yourself, because then you can kind of choose how that comes along. So yeah, they really want you to step up. They want you, I was literally showing you cut your shine, or like your energy is taken away into some place that it doesn't even need to be involved in. And I feel like this is a trusting relationship. There's just certain, I'm getting like the new one in Leo is tomorrow. That's your rising sign. Like, yeah, you need to shine. You need to step up and be able to be that confident lion. Like lions don't look over their shoulder to see what everybody else is doing. They surround themselves with people that are in integrity and in trust, but they also demand that from people, because they want to be surrounded by people that would hide a body with them. I guess I don't know how else to say it. But I think that you live in integrity, and you're very honest, and you're very loyal, and they're just asking you, they're pushing situations. The situations are being turned so that you too have to stand up for yourself in that way. So I hope that makes sense. That is what I got for you. And if there's not anything else, I will release your energy back to you. Anything else? Okay, let's get you cleared out here. I assume you drink plenty of water, so I assume it's not a water situation. You're the most healthy person I know, so. Okay. All right, sending so much love to Miss Leah. I'm being shown like you being kissed on the forehead, so I don't know who does that, but someone wants to acknowledge the kisses on the forehead for you. Okay, so I'll send you out again. Someone wanted to sneak in at the end. I don't know who that was. Was that Grandma? Was that Grandma Artie? She likes to sneak in on my readings all the time. All right. All right. Okay. And let's see who else we got here that wants a reading. Oh, we got a Jacob Jarvis. Okay. Okay. Jacob, do you have a specific question? Specific question, or do you just want me to pull whatever is whatever is coming up for you? Okay, you have questions too about what's going to go on in the immediate future, I feel. That's what I'm getting, that like, I don't know what, I mean, did a shitstorm happen, Jacob? That's what I feel like they're telling me, a shitstorm. Okay, yeah, a shitstorm happened, some kind of shitstorm. Okay, let's get into the energies for Jacob here. Whatever is in the highest good, whatever is in Jacob's highest good, please, angel spirits guides. Does this have to do with your housing, Jacob? I'm getting a house for you too, some kind of living situation. Um, you're a planner. You like to plan. So you had something well planned and things didn't go according to plan. Okay, I literally put a hole through my paper. Let's see what else we got. Does that resonate, Jacob? Anything else for Jacob? Okay. So I'm just getting a lot of forlorn here. You're forlorn. You're very upset about something not working out as planned. It's like you feel like you put a lot of energy, a lot of investment, you put a lot of investment. Okay. And when you invest in something, you don't really, sometimes you don't get a reason, or you can't contemplate the reason why things didn't go as planned. Things rarely actually go as planned. Okay, so you've been doing a lot of, you definitely plan a lot. I'm getting that you like things well planned, that you like to see all situations before they come up. You like to sit. I'm just being shown like you like thinking about like 10,000 different possible outcomes. You're like super smart. um did you I literally ended up trying a ring on, did you think it's, so were you, is this about a relationship? Did you think this was the one? Is that what we're talking about here? Just because I'm being shown a ring. And I had housing situations come up, like you thought something was going to be um the permanent, perhaps. Okay. So sometimes let me see what your guides have to say. Angel spirits guides, please. Okay, so they're just showing that actually with you, sometimes when you plan so much and you hold on to things so tightly, you can actually misinterpret things around you as they're just showing flow. They're just showing that in this situation, there could have been more flow. There could have been more ease. I'm just being shown like harsh corners, like jagged corners, things that, and those could have been jagged corners against you. It could have been people not being open and accepting to maybe you have a very dynamic energy. You have like, for as much as you plan, as much as I'm talking about, you need to flow more, you do have a dynamic energy. It's almost like a Newton or something, like it's always spinning around here. And I feel like there could have been more give in this relationship for the dynamics that was you. You're very loud, you're a big energy. So that might be a lot for a lot of people to take, and that people might actually cover up their energy to protect from that just because they don't know how to encompass it all. And it could be a little overwhelming, but it won't be overwhelming. um it shouldn't be overwhelming. I feel like sometimes they're just showing me that you maybe take everything seriously, which you're a very serious person. You're like very motivated, you're very goal orientated, you're very driven, and that is good to be. But like sometimes you could have just been like, let's just fool around, or let's just do something stupid. Does that make sense to you? it just let me just confirm that that makes sense, or if they're coming across and not making sense to you, I can do something in a different way. I feel like you don't open up a lot either, about like all of your stuff going on in your head. This is how your energy appears to me. You got this great big old Newton, but it's like literally behind like iron doors that like have like little rivets in it. And it's like I have to pry open to like you even see that energy to kind of get in. So maybe you feel like you do have to lock this away, or you have to keep this hidden, and then it just comes out and bursts, and that's what surprises people. um okay, okay. So they're just showing me like they're showing me like maybe those doors just need to go away. Like, and I know that okay, so what they're showing me is that I don't know who this person was. I do feel like you I'm literally having a tightening in my chest right now. I do feel like it's a heartbreaking situation. Perhaps this is actually somebody you knew from a longer ago. I'm just being shown sunflowers, which would like resonate with like a child, like or like a younger love, or somebody you've known, or maybe they were your friend. They're just showing me that this started out very sweet. Um, but I feel like you have so much things going on, and you actually you're like changing on a molecular level. I'm like literally being told. So you're going through this big transformation as well. And I don't know what happened in the situation. They're not really showing me that that's even important. Maybe it is to you. If you want specific answers pertaining to that, you're going to have to ask. But they're just showing me you having this dynamic change, and the other person maybe not able to accompany that kind of energy. And that's like perfectly fine. What they want you to do, um, specifically with this relationship, is not see it as a failure. Because I feel like for some reason they're showing me, like they're telling me that you see this as a failure, but this wasn't a failure, because I actually see like a lot of happy times with this person, like a lot of sunflower times, happy times where you felt you could be yourself, which doesn't happen a lot. And I got truth chills with that. And they really want you to, hold those happy times as sacred. Like people are in our lives from a moment, a minute, or a lifetime. And we don't meet anybody for no reason. There's no coincidence to who we meet, who we get in relationships with. And they're all a journey, and they're all a lesson. And I don't feel like it ended in a situation where you guys will never speak to each other. One of you, I see a cage. So maybe you're not speaking to each other now, but this is not like a horrible situation where you can't bring in those good times that you guys had. And that's what they're really asking you to focus on with that relationship. Um, I don't feel like they have any reason for you besides two beings evolving, and two beings taking kind of, I feel like you're going more towards your chosen path than this other person. They're not showing me a lot of information about them, but they're showing me that you did love this person, and that you had a lot of good times with this person. And that's what they want you to focus on. Like all these little sunflowers of times, like you can still cherish those. Those don't have to hurt your heart. Those are there and a part of your life to cherish. Time isn't linear. You're very smart. I feel you know that. And you can go in and experience those times at any time. And I really feel like you should do that, because you don't want to get blocked off for what you have coming up. I feel like coming up here, you are definitely having some glow ups in like two different areas of your life. I feel like when they're talking about you changing on a molecular level, that's actually kind of a intuitive uprising. And because of that, your focus, you're actually way you see the world is going to change as well. And I feel like sometimes you focus, because you are empathic, you bring in the hurts of people, and that kind of like grugs up your energy. But you know, if you can take the things, if you can take the riches of the experiences that you've been through, and really see those as how happy and valuable and like places of true love that you had, like you're going to be able to, your whole perspective of the world is going to change. And they're just really asking you, your guides are really asking you, um, to see these times and this love that you had as like a gift, and to honor that gift, not to be sad that it's gone, because I don't really feel like it's gone. I feel like this person and you will be able to you know, share just a different kind of love. But you have things coming ahead of you too. And I think that sometimes when we have roads ahead of us, especially with when we're talking about ascension and when we're talking about developing our gifts, like that is a road that has to be traveled alone. I think the universe gets rid of partners during those times so that we can focus on our internal clearing. That's what I found, and that's what I found from people that have been going through that process. But they really just want you to see this relationship as the happy times, and know that you don't know the full picture. Like I know that we all are usually concentrating on things that happen in relationships, but literally things happen for us, not to us sometimes. And I just feel like you kind of needed things cleared out a little bit. Ways open. I feel like you were doing a lot of planning around this relationship, but doing a lot of planning in your future around this relationship, and that was going to actually keep you from your path that you have moving ahead. I feel like you felt little snippets, little dust particles fall about what this path is, and then you're like, oh, show me. It's like you're just so excited about it, and I feel the joy in your heart about it. And they just want you to like chill, like by a river or something. And when you're chilling and you're not thinking, and when you're not worried about having the answers, that is exactly when you're going to get like pushed forward, and things are going to approach you in your path and open up for you. Okay, anything else? Your guides, they talk a lot. They're very wordy. That was a lot that I just had to say. I'm just gonna get a soul purpose card for you, Jacob. See if there's anything else. Okay, so they're telling me that you have headaches when you overthink, or that should be a sign for you when you get those, that you are too much in your mental area and not down, like rooting yourself. When you start any kind of esoteric path, you always want to ground yourself into the earth. Like I'm literally doing this. I have to do readings barefoot because like psychicness and intuition is ruled by Pisces, which comes up through the feet. So what you're going to want to do, Jacob, is when you're getting these headaches, you're actually going to want to like perceive roots coming down out of either your base chakra at your tailbone, or down out of your feet, and roots just going down deep into the earth, and then just kind of like a sparkly white glitter coming down through your crown chakra, and you'll literally be able to feel that going down through your body and going into the earth, because the earth will recycle all of that just other people energy. You're very curious, so I feel like you're like, bring it on. Like whenever you can learn something new, you're like, bring it on. But that's an awful lot of mental energy, and they need you to get down into the base and the heart in order to clear that out. So you could even try breathing through the heart. The heart has more memory cells actually than the brain. So if you just imagine when you're breathing in, like it's coming in through an area here that will actually focus all of your energy down here. And I'm sure you're smart enough to know physics. Wherever you direct your energy is where the energy goes. And they need you thinking through the openness of your heart without looking for answers, because your answers are going to come. They want to refer to your dreams as well. What have you had dreams about lately, Jacob? They said that you had some kind of dream about being on a path of some kind. I don't know if they meet a path out in nature or just you doing something different, or maybe it was a job that will resonate with you more than it resonates with me, but they want to refer to your dreams like you're connecting in the dream realm. Okay, and this is your card. How can I surrender even more in this moment? Oh, I forgot what computer I'm going on. Okay, let's see the advice on this. Okay. So your mantra is I surrender, I accept all that I cannot change, I release the outcome, and I joyfully trust the process. And I think that's really what they're asking you to do. Just to let you know, most people have one personal guide and you have three. Three, Jacob. You got three. Yeah. So you got a lot of energy, but you're also not ever alone. You've got several guides with you. Probably explains all of the smarts and intuitive nature. And yeah, I feel like you don't know which way to go, and you're literally going to be like, there's no way for you to go on the wrong path, is what I'm being told. But yeah, your body tells you when you're not in balance, Jacob. Like I'm just getting the head. I'm getting a lot of pressure in the temples. I'm getting headaches. Your body is affected when your energy is imbalanced. So just know when you're not feeling good or you're not feeling sick. Like I'm literally having shoulder things right now. Elbow things, and your body tells you when you're not feeling the best. There's this documentary, Emotion. Watch that. It's like E/motion. I just told one of my friends to watch it. It talks about what type of challenges we're going through that will literally resonate in body pain. And I know you're super smart, so like you'll totally be into it. So yeah, you can ask two questions, as I just went on and babbled on and on for like an hour. Uh, what questions do you have? Is it something about wanting to serve, like who you're looking to serve, and you're asking about how to find your specific way to serve? Or what is changing on a molecular level? What level? Who, where have I gotten by next June? So changing on a molecular level is kind of like about like spiritual upgrades. So there's a thing that people don't know about spiritual upgrades. Like when you have a new gift coming in, you actually go through like a lot of chaos before that kind of upgrade comes in. It feels like it feels like your life just gets like kind of tornado blown. For some reason, it's almost like you go through a dark night of the soul, um, and stuff just falls apart. You have a lot of mental energy, and that's what they're talking about. They're talking about like you having molecularly changed, like there's stuff getting cleared out from you, there's stuff getting purged from you, but it's just because I feel like you like to carry a lot for other people, is what they're showing me. And so there's some things being cleared out for you, like I said, like they're kind of moving things out of your way so that you have that time to focus on yourself. Now you may feel like I'm literally saying like he's gonna feel it, he's gonna say that he's alone right now, but you're actually not. And the path that you're looking to walk is a solitary path. It's a path where you have a lot of solitude, because the path that you're wanting to walk, the gifts that you're asking to receive, um, your steady course in that is solitude. And you always have a choice. Like, you don't have to walk that path. I think that people think it's a much more glamorous than it is. But it's something, like I was saying, in a way, like you would want to serve people, like you'd be honored to have those things to serve other people. Not because it makes you great, because it never actually like, I feel like it's more to carry than it is like some kind of superstar, because anyone could literally do all these things. So if you're feeling alone already, well, they're asking to, to connect, but also maybe not be so driven, maybe ease up on the results. Like, you asked me where you'll be by next June, but that's not, if you're looking towards that path, look at it not where I will be by next June. Like, I wonder what's going to come in for me by next June, like excited and open. But I will pull some cards about June, because by next year, because you did ask about it. So I'm going to pull these on the material level. I feel like by next June, whereas right now you're like the Knight of Wands, and you're going towards something, and you have passion towards something, and you have fiercity towards something, and you know what you want, and you're going to go there and get it. You're going to be like the Fool, and you're going to let go of expectations, like I was just talking about a little bit. And that's when things are actually going to manifest for you. That's when doors are going to open for you. I feel like there has to be a loosening of, I feel like you have strict standards for yourself, Jacob. You have strict standards for yourself. And I'm just being told to ask you where that comes from. Who had strict standards on themselves in your family that you are wanting to prove to, or you're wanting to prove to other people, because you're already like loving, and you're already like majestic, and you're already like super smart. You don't have anything to prove to anybody, because you can't live in both worlds. You can't live in the gift of the mystic world and then also be worried about what people think about you in the material plane. Those things don't go together. I'm being told Gemini. Are you a Gemini? I can't remember your sign. So you got to balance those. You got to choose one or the other. And it's totally fine if you choose success in the material plane. If you choose the other way, you'll be taken care of. You'll get what you need, but you won't be able to plan it. It'll be like splashing in. And I feel like you'd be able to do that too. All right, what do we got next? We got the 5 of Swords. Oh, the 8. Yeah. And the Knight of Water. I feel like you just gotta not think for a while. I feel like you get caught up in your head, and that's not when the answers come. I feel like you're going to be working on that. I feel like you're going to go by next June. You're going to be able to emotionally address yourself better. You're going to be able to have more emotion. It feels like you have emotions for everybody else, and you might be like verbally saying, oh, well, da, 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 da. But really to have the emotions, to identify your emotional, how you feel about things is a little bit hard for you, as opposed to your reactions, how you actually feel about things and where that comes from. So I feel like you'll be doing a lot of inner work, which is good. And what do we have here? I literally feel like I have to pull cards for you, Jacob, because I feel like I got to show you something. You got all the knights actually pulled out. So you got Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords, and the six of Cups. So you're going to be finding a balance with all these different energies. If by next June, you're going to be able to find a happy balance between your mental world, your emotional world, your intuitive world, and that will manifest in the material plane for you. Yeah, but you got to ease up on yourself and stop thinking you should be someplace further than you are. Because it's not the short road. Like you're going for ultimate stability, ultimate happiness with the 10 of Pentacles. You're building something that will last longer. So you asking about June, they're actually being like, time it's just funny. Time isn't linear, Jacob. So we don't have to worry about June. Okay, from your mom. Okay, that's who you get it. So yeah, so your higher self will lead you down your path. It's not something that we can like plan for. You know, I took 3 years of astrology classes for a lot of money, and I still can read a chart, but like then all this other stuff came in, which is more aligned and easier and more natural for me anyway. So we can try and go that way, and you're going to be directed to what you need at the time you need it. Things are going to come in and they're just going to be like spark joy in your heart. That's how you'll know. So when you try and get something that's like a material want, it's like pulling. It feels like pulling. And I know you know what energy feels like. It feels like pulling something towards yourself, like you're grabbing it and you want it. But when it's for you, you feel a lightness. You feel a happiness. You feel you get truth chills. Like I'm getting truth chills telling that to you. And that's a difference. It feels easy. It doesn't feel like it's a struggle. It's just being relaxed enough to open up to that energy. And I do feel like you're going to be successful, and you're going to be a king. You don't have to worry. I feel like that's what you expect of yourself, which is a really harsh way to be. To be that perfect. And I understand that because I used to not do anything because I had a business and I thought a business owner had to be a certain way. And yeah. Okay. So yeah, and they are referencing okay, so this is what I got for you. Family tree. So that is something, and you confirm down there that that is something you get from your family, ancestors. Is there somebody in your family? What kind of connections do you have to people in your family? When I get that card, it would indicate that somebody in your family actually had the same kind of skills. So I don't know if you know your family a lot, but it would indicate that somewhere along the line, somebody used their intuition or used those gifts that you're looking to have. And then we got talent guides. Like your guides are going to bring you what you need. Like I'm not even concerned about you. The relationship was harsh. Jacob, that energy was harsh. That energy was harsh. Emotional desert. I really feel like you felt at that time you were alone, but there's lovely energy in there too. But yeah, I can feel that for you. So I'm sending you love. I feel like you're very attached and in fact in love in that situation. And take time to mourn that for yourself. Take time to mourn that. That is like a literal death in your life. Relationships leaving sometimes can be like a death. So take time to mourn that. Take time to self-nurture with that. Take time to allow yourself to feel those emotions. You don't always have to be the strong person. Like, I don't care if you go and scream like a banshee in the woods or something, but like, let that go. Go and cry in the river. That sadness needs to be acknowledged. Like your guides are acknowledging that sadness. I'm acknowledging what that sadness felt like for you. I don't feel like there's a lot of people in your life acknowledging that sadness. So I'm acknowledging it. Okay, Jacob. So, is there anything else? Or did we get that? I'm sending you so much love. Like, and people like you just like love so deeply. And I can feel that from your heart. And um, you know, you can still love all those lovely things that happened in that situation. Like you still always have that. I wouldn't know. I only get the messages like how you resonate. I assume it's a current relationship. Um, I felt like there was a break. Has there been a break, Jacob? Or is it things not going the way that you expected? Or was there some kind of situation that was heartbreaking? I was getting heartbreak a lot. I was also getting love, but I was getting heartbreak. So if you guys worked through whatever, like that's good. But I was being shown like lots of happy times and then something that really hurt. And you don't have to, okay. So I just want to acknowledge how much that hurt. So the heartbreak that you felt, I don't feel like that's acknowledged. And I want you to take time to self-nurture with that. To allow yourself to feel that, even if you don't feel like it's an appropriate time to express it, like acknowledge how deeply loving and caring you are. And acknowledge that, you know, when you have feelings like that are broken, that actually, when you break down and feel hurt like that, that's actually sanctifying the love that was there. It can sometimes feel like someone dying or a piece of it dying, but also, you know, there's so many happy times there too. I'm just showing all this joy and happy times, and that's what they want you to concentrate on. But also, because that hurt is there, don't lock yourself up. Like really look at that hurt, acknowledge that that hurt exists, and really like cry for yourself in that hurt, so that it can get out of you, so it doesn't stay stuck, so you don't always feel that blockage or that hurt resonating and keeping you blocked in the future. Does that make sense? Yeah, when people change, it scares people. I think we've had a couple readings where that's been the case right now, and people, especially lately, have said things that they like in the past month. There's been a lot of Mercury out of control. We're both ruled by Mercury, so it's like there's things that have said that have had energy behind it. We could actually feel the energy behind the things that are said, and they've been causing a lot of wounds, or things just not being said as well, just causing a lot of wounds and causing a lot of mental energy for the Mercury born. So, oh, it's so nice to connect with you again. So I'm so happy that you're still going along your journey. I mean, you know what lights you up, and you know the people that are going to be around you are going to see how this actually makes you illuminate from inside, but also you be more allowing for things to come towards you. Like there's no way things aren't going to come towards you. Like you got like 3 guides on you, so you probably need that many, huh, Jacob? All right, so I am going to release your guides and your energy back to you, and I wish you the best in that relationship that has all those little parts of joy, if that is what is in your future for you. And I'm just gonna clear out your energy, Jacob, and wish you well. Okay, let's see who else. Thanks for showing up, Jacob. Let's see who else we have. We had Leah and Pinky, and we had all right, and we have Brianna. Yes, you can get a reading, Brianna. Did you want anything specific, or did you want me to just see what I can get for you? I'll need permission to kind of connect with your energy. going to take Jacob's page had an infinity sign and a wedding ring on it, apparently. That was your scribble, Jacob. You're welcome, Jacob, anytime. So Brianna. God, I feel like I have to get more comfortable for reading. Like, have you been doing something to try and be more comfortable in life lately? I almost feel like cuddling up with a blanket, actually, which is totally inappropriate, probably. Okay, so Brianna, when I connect with your energy, I'm getting a lot of like comfort and like cutesy little things in your house. Has there, I think I've been asked about houses like a couple times now. Oh, you want a love reading? Does that resonate though? Have you been looking for like comfort things and like just putting pretty things in your area? Have you been like beautifying things lately? I just want to make sure I'm connecting with your energy here. I'm just being showed like cuddling up in a blanket, wanting to snuggle up in a blanket and like little plants and little glass things, like cutesy things in your environment. Is that what you do to keep busy? To decorate to keep busy? Hmm. Are you dealing with somebody from your past right now, Brianna? Just being shown like to look that way is the past for me. Are you dealing with somebody in your love relationship that's from the past? So what happens is my guides speak to your guides and I get images and messages and they're just being shown. You asked for love reading and now I'm being shown that way. Like, is there something you want to know about a past relationship, or is somebody here again from a past relationship, or are you thinking about somebody from a past relationship, or is this a relationship that you've had for a long time, maybe since childhood? Just want to know if I should be going in that direction. All right, there's a lot of references to your past here. I don't think I'm getting anything from you as it pertains to that, and that's totally okay. Like, I believe in everybody's privacy. So I'm just getting a lot of it's almost like a mosaic. I'm getting a lot of mosaic energy going on in your head. So I don't know if that's actually you decorating, or I'm not going to use that. I don't know if you're actually, are you moving in with somebody? Is there a relationship going on? Okay, storm fields, that's what it is. So you've got I drew an oracle card just to confirm what I have going on, that I was getting for messages, and I got Stormfield. So there's something going on. I don't know if this is, you've been looking at cute hairstyles. That's so funny because I got like this little guy with like this tuft stuff up there. That's so funny. And I'm like literally looking at a palm plant that's like, thank you for clarifying that. I would have never gone on. So you are beautifying. You're looking for it's cute hairstyles. Okay. Are you beautifying? Is there something going on in your house though? I feel like there's something going on in your house, or like it's almost like, is it just your overall fashion? Because I'm being shown golds and flowers and like bougie kind of things. Like, okay. Oh, what do we have here? Come together. So, truth chills, Brianna. You ask about a love reading, and I'm getting like all this stuff, and you're telling me it's hair, and I've got like cute things going on. So, I guess if it was an easy answer, out of like 72 cards, apparently you're coming together with somebody. Um, I wonder if this is somebody uh who, okay, so it is a past person, because my guides kept on like looking it to the past, like look to the past, look to the past. So yeah, I feel like they if you feel um that this is right for you. I feel like there was a bunch of stuff that happened in the past, and that's probably like, you're worried about situations replaying itself. But I feel like there's been a clearing on that person's part. It's almost like there was a darkening. I don't know if there's addictions involved, or just negative influences, or just something's drastically changed with this person. Um, and I feel like you know that enough to actually look at the possibility of something healthy, because you want something healthy. I feel like you've had some mm, fog when it comes to relationship statuses as well. But you two definitely will be coming together. And I feel like more than in the past, you guys will really be working to make this be, I'm just being shown the moon, which like represents family. Like you guys are really both motivated to represent a family unit. I feel like there was some, yeah, and home. Like, are you moving in with this person? I keep on getting home, or you guys taking up residence together, or something with the home and moonlight. Yeah, like I keep on getting. So perhaps this person has visited you. I'm feeling like you will have some. I feel like you have negative energies, or some people. People that love you though, are not sure about this. They're just really trepidatious for your health and happiness. And I think that sometimes when we're going back with a person from the past, um, people always say, oh, don't get together with your ex or an ex for a reason. But I don't believe that. I do believe that people change. And I believe that you, knowing this person, would know their heart and actually, not as much with their words, but like feel the change and see the change. And I feel like you're very protective over this child, and you do want what's the best for this child. I just see like a very mothering energy around this child, and more than just wanting a complete home, because you do want a home for this child. You also want what's best for this child. So you would sacrifice actually having a partner to give this child the best situation. So yeah, that it's like you have been hurt in the past with this situation. You couldn't see clearly in the past with this situation, but you've learned to live without this person as well. And I feel like when you guys separated, it was almost to the point where you were looking out, you really had to make decisions for your own happiness, and then you made the right decision. But I feel like you're getting some feedback from your family, from your home, probably from your friends. So I think you guys will be doing this like kind of on the down low, maybe at first, or under moonlight, or like not a lot of people know about this situation. But the cards are confirming, that you guys have been through something, and there will be a coming together for you guys. So I hope that answers your question, Brianna. And yeah, thanks for confirming that my guides they were crazily showing me the left. They're like, no, past person. So thanks for confirming that for me. But you are looking at coming together home. And I feel like maybe you don't know what's going to happen either. And if you're a little afraid of what happens in the future, like, don't worry, you're going to be able to make the right choices. You're going to be able to see way ahead. What do we have here? Making a choice. Like, you're going to be, see, they're very clear with you. Your kids are very clear. You're going to be able to make the right choice. Like, I feel like, don't have to be afraid in this situation. Other people that maybe aren't as supportive for you, like, don't feel your heart, don't know what's best for you I feel like you get a lot of advice, but yet you're I feel like joy when I'm talking to you. Like, I feel like you're just a happy little sprite type person, like, not like weirdo, but like, you're just happy, and you like fill rooms like with just like happy little joy when you show up. And your guides are just really showing, like, and not everything has to be gloom and doom. Like, everyone doesn't have to be like hearing haters. Like, don't listen to the haters, Brianna. Like, you know what's best for you. This is being brought to you as an opportunity, and I think you understand. I feel like before, your joy was a little bit dampened in the situation. You weren't able to express, and this is going to be an opportunity to kind of rewrite that. If you both are willing to rewrite, but also, you're gonna hold this person up to the plate. You're gonna expect standards, and I just feel like I'm just being shown, like, no offense, I love dogs, so saying that somebody is like a dog obeying is not an insult from me. It's just someone like obeying your commands, so that's amazing. All right, Brianna, and if that is all, I feel like I am going to separate our energy and just send it back to you, and see if we have anybody else here that wants a reading. Good luck on the hairstyles. All right, and who do we have here? I'm not really talking. I'm really busy right now. You seem like a busy energy. Scrap Daddy AP. Hello. Scrap Daddy, would you like a reading tonight? Or are you just hanging out? Like, either one is fine. So let me see if we just got anybody else coming in. Brianna, you have the sweetest energy. I just want to say that. I'm gonna take your page off. It kind of looks like I don't know what it looks like. I look at an alien. Cute hair. I don't know. Maybe Ganesha's wife or something. All right. And I'm just waiting to see if Scrap Daddy wants a reading. If not, that's okay. But I would need permission, to read your energy. I'm not a creeper. I can't read your energy unless you give me permission. So if anybody ends up watching this and they've never had a psychic reading before, I just want to explain the process. And also, it probably help you guys with when you get your intuitive hits as well. I'm teaching a class on intuitive tarot right now with my secret background reason to actually get people to increase their intuition and like get a hold of their guides, because it'll happen naturally. And I don't know how my life would be without it. So when you get a psychic reading, what I perceive it as is my guides kind of communicating with your guides, and then my guides will give me messages or images that will make sense to me, that will make me say a certain thing, which will make sense to you. Most of the time, I don't even know what the images are about. When I do this for people, like on my website, or I think it's called intuitive pre-recorded reading or something on my website. I think it's one of the cheapest readings because it's one of the easiest for me to do. I actually connect remotely with the energy, and then I send people a recording, and I'm like super delighted when they confirm to me like, oh my God, like, yeah, that happened. Da, da, da. And it's how like a lot of people's loved ones show up. So I don't, it's new for me to connect online like this. So I super appreciate everybody that came and asked me a question tonight, because I wasn't sure with all the energy of the internet if I'd be able to connect with people in that way. So it's kind of like training for me, because I can connect with people, remotely and one-on-one, but it's really good to know that I can connect this way as well and kind of get your questions answered. So anyway, there's different clairvoyancies, and some people like see people standing in a room, and sometimes I see people next to the person I'm reading for, and I'll be like, who's the grandpa? Like, who's the grandpa with the bib overalls? Like, or who's, the person that, what was another recent one? Oh, someone showed up saying that they were blowing smoke in someone's house, and amazingly the person did say that smoke was showing up in their house. Like, really, that was amazing. Anyway, so I'll get images or something in my head, and then I'll say them to you, because like what if it's your loved one especially, they'll want to say something that no one would have any idea of knowing about, so that you would know it's them. I never am one, like, I'm very skeptical. I don't think you should believe anything that, hey, Kitschy's here. I'm doing a live. I love you. Pretty and prophetic. So when I'm connecting with people's energies, I'll get images or something, but what they'll want mostly if it's a person showing up, they'll want me to tell you about something that connects you guys that no one else would know about, because it's just really important, for them to know that their energy is still around you. And usually I found that if you're going to connect, or you're getting some kind of message like this, you'll have actually been thinking about the person days in advance before you even like come and talk to me or talk to somebody else. Like, they'll be hanging out, they'll be coming up in your mind before that. So that's how those people come across. And really, that's just if there's any unfinished business, they want to talk about that. Or any kind of like things that they left behind, they'll get very specific with things. Otherwise, with your guides, they'll just show me like random pictures. Sometimes it talks about like cleaning out your medicine cabinet, like random stuff I wouldn't know about, just to kind of connect with you and be like, okay, this is serious. And then they'll wham you with like your life lesson or whatever they want you to focus on right now. You're welcome, Brianna. So I have to talk about Pretty and Prophetic. So I think it was during my dark night of the soul. And I was like the New Year's Eve of 2019. And I'm just like, oh yeah, doing meditation just to get like the stress levels down in my head. And when you start doing meditation, like the weird things start happening. And then like she just comes on like randomly with a live in the middle of New Year's Eve night. And she comes on and she's got like her handwritten, she's got like custom tarot cards. And she just like essentially laid out my whole life in that reading. And I'm like, who is this lady? So I love her so much. So yeah, if you want to get the gist on Love Ever, go to Pretty and Prophetic's YouTube or Patreon, and she's got the best love readings. They're just so specific. If you connect with her energy, she will read you. Yeah, and she's great. So I don't know if anybody else wants a reading. I don't think Scrap Daddy wanted one. Kitschy, what you want a reading? This would be awkward. I think I sent you something about your grandparents in the garden once. So you're so funny. Do you leave lipstick on the baby's foreheads? Like I'm just getting I'm just getting shown like lipstick on your little baby's foreheads. Oh, I'm not gonna read you. I can't read people I don't have permission for. Plus, like you could like, I don't know, probably give me the next steps of my next 10 years and stuff. So the psychic people like to be surprised by their own lives. Okay, Sherry Murphy. I love you too. She's just so much fun. Oh. My dog's licking his foot on the couch next to me. So how weird. Okay, so Sherry Murphy. Okay, let's connect with your energy here. My hand's feeling like a noodle. I feel like that's your body right now. I feel like it's not sticking together right. Kuma just did a big stretch, so I really feel like you're feeling, and I know that about you actually, but my hand actually is not holding the pen. It's like my tendons aren't holding together right now. So I feel like that's what your body's feeling like, and I don't like your body feeling like that. I don't want to say it. Oh God, your people are always so funny though. So I just actually got that you've been working like a dog today. Like, and I do know that, but just the expression that it's put. Let me see if this is your guides or if I got your okay. Okay, they're gonna get serious here now all of a sudden. Okay. Okay, so they don't feel like I can take it seriously if they're funny, but you do have funny guys. I feel like you have a funny guy. I feel like you might need a funny guy. So your guide says that sometimes they make jokes to you and you only hear them, but that you laugh at yourself because you think it's your joke. Is that the case? I totally do that too. They'd say that you need a funny guide because you're way too serious, which people wouldn't think about you, but I think that I could see that you're way too serious. But when you do let go, I'm being shown like letting go in all the wrong ways, or maybe letting holding everything in for so long and then letting it all just, which I know you, so that's hard for me to like give you that message and not have it be like something that I'm just pulling. Okay. Okay, they're giving me an age here. They're gonna give me an example. Okay. So they want you to think back to when you were around 20. Yeah, they're saying under 20. Under 20, you were able to let go of things. You were able to walk away from things. You were able to clear things out. You were able to take in more fun and freedom, they're showing me. And that's what they're talking about with you being able to let go of things. It's like it's all building up. It all builds up. You were able to toss those things off, whatever those were. I don't think I knew you at 20. I don't think we were connected then. But around that time, you were able to fling things off that like were burdened on you. You were able to fling things off, but now it's like they pile up inside of you. And they make you feel, I'm just getting shoulder pain, which of course means you feel like you carry the weight of the world. And I already know that about you. But I feel like that, oh, there's burdens. I feel like there's burdens you don't even remember are burdens. And then kind of, you try and fling it off you, but you fling it all off. Like they're just showing me you flinging a whole lot off to the side. And that's probably when you bring home the llamas. But they're not gonna talk about that. They're just, they want you to know that as an example. Okay. Uh, Now, I don't know that you've mentioned any dreams lately, but sometimes you just don't mention things. They are actually talking about astral as something happens. So astral would be like astral projection, something happening in your dreams, or you actually feeling like you're out of your body. But I feel like you would have mentioned that if that were the case. They just want to mention something about your dreams. Now, I don't think that you've mentioned that you've had any dreams lately, but they do indicate that something should stick out about your dreams lately. That maybe you haven't talked about something that it's like a shine. It's like something that you have perhaps wanted to do. And maybe it's like, um, last week I had a dream that I was slapping somebody. I would never do that in real life. But maybe it's like that. Maybe you're like condensing that or flushing that through your dreams. Um, yeah. Um, so I'm actually getting that there's a lot of times when you work yourself up to actually say something, and then when you go to open your mouth, actually nothing comes out. It's like, so they just want to acknowledge that you are trying to say something in certain situations. They might want to just acknowledge it to me because I'm being shown like literally like, it's like a little worm. Wanting to speak, but not having the words, like the words not like physically coming out of your throat or something. Um, and they actually just want to tell you that that's okay. So that's sweet. Um, because they know that a lot of your friends probably tell you, we're always telling you like, no, no, no. But they actually, your guides want to tell you that that's okay. They're talking about you going outdoors more, wanting you to be actually outside more and outside of your yard more. I feel like there's been, it's almost like gates put on your house, but definitely not gates put on your house. But like there's like been it's probably your legs, I guess. But they feel like you don't feel like you can go outside of your kind of protected area, but that you'd be really. Like you would feel a lot lighter if you did that, that's actually something that you can coordinate happening. And when you do go outside of your actual perimeter of your home, that you do feel lighter, that you feel like you can throw off all those things in an actual way as opposed to just like throwing it all to the side. um that just getting out unburdens you as well. um You did have a dream? You never tell me anything. That's the thing with Cancerian friends. I literally have to do a reading to get any information out of my Cancerian friends. They got all these emotions they never tell us. You'll have to tell me. And then the words never do come out of your throat. Okay. Yeah, Taylor, just post your question and I'll get to it next. I think you are the next one up. So, oh, so I'm going to show you this because well, you've seen some of my weirdo drawings that, of course, look like uh, Elderman Indians. Like you've seen pictures of my guides. So this is really literally like how I get that worm message. Like I got this little worm. He's got like, look at his eyeballs and his like mouth. So there's nothing coming out. And they're just like, that's how her words are. I'm just like, oh, it's the cutest little worm. So apparently I should probably stop bugging you about that because your guides are okay with that. And they're literally saying like your words don't come out. So that's a confirmation for all of your friends that your words, you do try and your words just aren't there. So that is cute. Do you have any other, let me see if they want anything else. I'm going to get you a soul purpose card just because they're very contemplative. And I feel like you. I feel like. So they're just showing me that you are growing something. You are have been contemplating, like you got a little dream growing somewhere. Oh, I'm gonna pick your head about this later. You do have a plan for something, and I'm not talking like next week. Like you've got a plan. I think we talked about this before, but I think you used my ADD against me and just diverted my attention. But so whatever you're thinking of in that plan, like it's a future plan. They just want to confirm that, you know, it's growing slowly, like you're thinking about it slowly, you're protecting it. It's like you're protecting it like a little seedling or something. Like you feel like if it comes out of your mouth, actually in that circumstance, that it won't come to pass. And they're literally saying that's okay. You can keep it. Some things are just yours. But they're helping you to nurture that little plan that you have growing. And I am totally your best friend, and I don't know about this, and I won't even ask because it looks divinely guided. So I'll just wait to be surprised about it, I guess. I don't know what this plan is, but it's like glowing and green, and it looks very healthy. It's like you'll have a lot of growth with whatever that plan or dream is. All right. Anything else? Okay. So this is your card, Sherry Murphy. What can I burn? I can help you with this. I can help you burn things. Make the choice that you will no longer let the past define you. Pick up your pen. What will your next chapter look like? Oh, I got truth chills all over my body. Yeah. So yeah, that's a great card for you. All right, Sherry Murphy. Well, you're growing something, and you're gonna burn up the past chapters. That's always lovely. Everyone needs to rewrite themselves. And also, if you actually want to start a bonfire, I'm your girl. We have some fires. Let's burn it. Yeah. All right. So that is amazing, Sherry Murphy. I'm sending your lovely, very secretive energy back to you. And thank you for allowing me to read your guides' messages for you. I won't ask about that future plan that's green and growing until you're ready to tell me. Ooh, loud bell too. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to take 3 more readings or questions tonight, and I think I promised Taylor Washington. Yes, Taylor. So how does Edward feel about me? We're in separation, hoping for reconciliation. I'm a Virgo, he's a Scorpio. So is that a Virgo sun? I'm assuming you're a Virgo sun, or is that a Virgo rising? Taylor. Virgos right now, I ask specifically because I'm an astrologer. So of course my little chart's going up in my head right now, and Virgo's literally Jupiter is going retrograde tomorrow. It's going to go back into Pisces. So Virgos are going to have some revamping and reviewing and reworking of relationships. So anything that is gone out of your energy sphere since like May, when Jupiter was actually in its shadow. Jupiter is the man in your chart, just to let you know. It's the divine masculine. So anything that has gone on since May, or when Jupiter went into Aries, which would have been endings and beginnings for a Virgo, you know, that's going to go back into Pisces, which is going to bring up any topics from around December 28th of this year, and kind of rework them and reposition them. So it is a chance for Virgos to be reevaluating their relationship in general. Oh, don't be concerned about retrograde. I love retrogrades. No, retrogrades are amazing. So this is what crackerjack astrology has you think that retrogrades are all bad. No, retrogrades are not bad. So when Jupiter goes retrograde, what Jupiter, the planet of, gifts, bestowing good luck and bestowing abundance on you. So Jupiter has faith in you and will have your dreams come true. If you're a Virgo, that would be dreams and relationships, because it just left Pisces and went into Aries. Your endings and new beginnings house, you being able to light up on your own path, kind of start something new. It's going back into your relationship house. And what Jupiter asks you to do when it's retrograde is hold faith on your dream. Like, can you do that for Jupiter? Do you have enough faith that someone is for you perfectly, Taylor, that you can hold faith that the universe will bring you your divine mate? Like, that's all Jupiter's asking. That's all Jupiter retrograde asks. So retrograde just says, hey, you are being facetious. I love that word. You are my girl, Taylor. Like, I love facetious. We know a Virgo's in the house. We got some big words going on. Okay. So retrograde, Jupiter asks you to have faith in the situation. Jupiter's not going to be retrograde for that long. It's going to turn around like right before Thanksgiving, November 21st. So in this time, Taylor, I would ask you, I'm just going to connect with your energy right now to see if there's any specific, would ask you, and your guides want to note to you, if you were playing small to fit into that relationship. Were you giving more than you were getting? And these are just all introspective questions for you, but this is what you're being asked to balance. If you'd like a reconciliation, I think that you know this, that there was some balancing needed in that situation, that there was some give and take. That was a little bit more give and a little bit more take. But with the astrology and you being a Virgo, that would actually be perfect. So I feel like the possibilities for that is available for you. Somebody in this relationship needs to do more. I'm literally being told that like someone needs to do more. That is the words that that I'm hearing, and you would know, and you would know what that situation is. I am told that you had to do a lot of things by yourself. I am told that that perhaps the other person felt like you were expecting miracles, but you weren't expecting miracles. You were just expecting what you gave. And I feel like you gave. When you give, you don't give often with all of your being like that. But when you give, you let them all in. And that's a big deal for you. So you do expect and should expect the exact same. And I'm just being told to draw a card that's literally sticking out. I'm not even going to shuffle. Let us see what we got for you. Full moon in Libra, find a balance. How perfect is that? Yeah, find your balance. And you do, you should expect miracles. You should expect emotional openness. You should expect to be told right away when different feelings or energies come into the mix, because I feel like sometimes there would be reactions going on and you wouldn't actually know what it was from, and you'd feel it was like your fault or your burden to carry. It actually had nothing to do with you. It had to do with work, family, actually structures around that person. And I feel like that really was a burden on your relationship for some reason. But I feel like also you guys went through a time when it wasn't really easy for either of you to relax. So it was hard to find a fit within each other. And I feel like you will be revisiting that. Is there something about a farm? I'm being shown a farm. Are you a Libra rising? That's perfect. So the thing about Libra risings, I have my sister's a super Libra. Oh, wow. What a combination of Virgo, Libra. So you give way too much all the time. So Libras are justice in the balance, and will actually avoid the energy of Libra will avoid, will do so many things for people just to avoid conflict, just because they like peacefulness. So Libra, I'm not going to be inappropriate, but I bet you have an amazing booty because Libras like rule the butt, and my sister has this amazing butt. And Virgos, they just care about how they look. They care about stuff like that. So I feel like you're very put together and you put a lot of time and energy into yourself. But yeah, you're going to be able to do this. And I think at this point what to expect. I kind of lost my tangent of what I was even talking about. I had something coming in. Angel Spirits Guides, please, for Taylor. Okay, and I feel like, yeah, you guys had a lot of work situations going on. I don't know what kind of work situations. There was some kind of work situation that was impacting this relationship as well, I'm being told. And perhaps this just wasn't something you guys talked about, or I just feel like there was a series of unfortunate events, I'm told. But I feel like there is an opportunity coming up for you guys to really get in deep. Now, if they're a Scorpio energy, like they deep anyway, but they're either deep, yes, no deep. Like they're deep, but it's either on or off. And I do believe that you know that, but I feel like you really balance their energy out as well. And they actually feel safe to open up to you in things that they haven't opened up to other people with. It's just, I don't know what kind of person this is, but I'm kind of being shown like so Scorpios are kind of dark. Yeah, you should be serious about your butt, because if you're a Libra rising, you have the most amazing butt. So I'd be serious about my Libra butt too. So I don't know what kind of person this is. I'm almost getting like it's a Scorpio energy, but it's kind of like are you sweeter than him? Is he seen as kind of like the dark to your light? Like, how is that? I'm just like being shown like almost a little, how to explain what I'm seeing? Like a little, what is the name of that animal creature? Like a little, pointy eared, like not a vampire, like, I don't know, some kind of bad boy, but like, is there like something with, okay, yeah, he's dark. Like it's a dark energy, almost like a mysterious kind of I don't know, like a forest mystic or something energy is what I'm getting shown with him. Like he's got, I don't know if he's into like mystical stuff or mystical energy or some kind of like energy worker, but it's not an evil anything. It's just like a dark, mysterious kind of like I can see. They're just showing me the attraction between you guys, and it's like a nice fit. Actually, it feels like a good fit. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you are I like seeing you as like just a lighter, and not even like evil good lighter, like a lighter energy, like maybe a more sunshiny energy, like a brighter energy, and then it's got like the bad boy kind of like mystique here, but not like evil or bad, like we're not talking serial killers, just like a deeper, like soul deep energy and just dark. Yeah. So that's cute. But yeah, like, yes, that is what I'm talking about, Taylor. Like spiritually, he's this kind of literally being shown like black lips, and I'm not being told that this is what he looks like, but like energetically, it's like a little, I don't know if it's an elf or a pixie or something with like like an elf, almost like a elf, but like dark, very dark. And then I'm seeing you as like a little star energy, like a little, I don't know. So that's perfect. I'm glad that, so they're describing it right. Yeah, not I read energy, so I'm seeing your guys' energy wouldn't be about that. So that's actually cute. I can see the allure behind you guys, and it's kind of actually a magical mix, is what they're showing me. And in case you don't know, that person misses you. Like I just shown like his mouth not moving, their mouth not moving. Black. But yeah, that person misses you. And you may not actually get it in words because I'm being shown the mouth is closed, but you should know that. Your guides want you to know that in case you like, I feel like you already felt this, otherwise you wouldn't even be asking this question, but they just want to confirm that that is situation. And you guys have like a draw between you. There's like some kind of, I don't know if your Pluto's aligned or something in the chart. There's got to be like some kind of Pluto Venus or something going on between you guys, but there's definitely there's like a draw that I can't even explain. But sometimes even with those draws, like you need to have things on the material plane, and that's all. Yeah, he ain't gonna say nothing. No, he's not. I feel you, girl. That situation is hard to deal with because you can feel it in your intuition, but without them like actually manifesting the words, like there's nothing you can do with it. So in this situation, I feel like there's something that you're going to be able to do about it. I don't know if you guys are like actually physically apart by distance, but I feel like there's going to be a situation, or you actually know of a situation where you'll be seeing this person coming up. This person could have been avoiding actually seeing you because they know what's going to happen. You were just a draw to them as much as they're a draw to you. And I feel like you know that. I also feel like the situation that went down here is not unrepairable, that just perhaps like a break was needed in that situation, if that makes sense to you, that some like clearing the energy had to happen. And I feel like you guys have like an intense energy together anyway. So yeah, probably everybody might need a breather from that, but you had all these different situations going on actually as well. But there's definitely still a link between you two. So hopefully, yes, hopefully that makes sense and confirms everything that you've already clearly been thinking anyway. Taylor, did you have any more questions? That was actually fun to read that energy and just feel that you guys have magnetism. Like there's a magnet pull with you two. Yeah, it really is. It's Yep, I can see why you're asking a question about this person, but you guys aren't, I'm not being shown any, this is not done with. And I feel like you know that. I feel like this person may have just been avoiding actually seeing you, because I feel like when this person has this person seen you in person? So I feel like when this person sees you in person, it's like, that's when they're over. Yeah. Oh Lord, now you're going to ask about another person? Holy smokes, I just am all connected with this person's energy. I'm rooting for you. Now I got to ask about. Taylor. Is this why the first Scorpio's on the run? I did hear that about Virgos. It is a mutable energy. You're supposed to be cutting out the excess though. I will ask how Habib feels about you. So they want to know like I'm just being shown like do you just want this like for flattery, because I don't feel like this is just like this Habib person you might have a crush on, or it might be like passing time while this other person's on the side. Is that the situation? Because I really feel like it doesn't matter. Like I'll pull a card for you if you want me to, but his energy is not connected to you. Like I don't feel an energy connection when I bring up that name to you. Yeah. So I'd literally have to pull something. How does hold on, I got something else for you. Habib feels like you have a lot going on. Does Habib know that you got this other Scorpio going on? He feels like there's blockages in this relationship. So you might think that you're cute and attractive and fun, but I think that he feels like you might also be a lot or have a lot going on. or maybe you do just like mastermind a lot and this person is just a lot calmer than that. They don't feel like they're willing to take a risk. I don't think that he's going to be all like, oh, da 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 da, and go towards you like without a care in the world like the fool. But that's probably good because you get this sultry little dark Scorpio on the side. So yeah. Yeah, just a pastime. That's what I got. That he was just like, oh, because it's fun to have crushes on people. Like I get that. That's okay. You shouldn't feel bad about that. It's fun to crush on people, and I feel like that is the energy that Habib is bringing in for you. And if that takes you away from, putting all your energy towards this other person, I feel like that's healthy for you. Yeah, yeah, you mastermind a lot. Oh, girl. I don't think you have to mastermind. Um, I think you got to stop thinking. I think, yeah. So Mercury's been crazy with the Virgos lately. You should go back and watch my Virgo reading that I did last month for us, and you'll get all the answers you need about love. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, Taylor. So you had a meeting coming with somebody. Let me just fill that out. I don't know what the meeting's about. Is there a chance that when you have this meeting, there's going to be things to do after the meeting? That's what I'm getting shown, that you're just going to meet with somebody and then there's going to be like a little trail of like little things to clean up after the meeting. So I don't know if it's having to do with paperwork or having to do with something, but I feel like you can make a difference in this. You can prepare better for the meeting. I feel like there's something that's not prepared for with whatever kind of meeting this is, and you can kind of get ahead of that and maybe bring more than what's expected of you in some way, if that makes sense for you. You're also being called to serve somewhere in life. What is that about, Taylor? I feel like you have called to service, which only makes sense if you're a Virgo Libra. So if you've been getting any hits on anything that you want to be doing that's new, any kind of service to people, any kind of skill that you're going to share with people, maybe it's volunteerism, maybe it's sharing your gifts or getting a new job that more amplifies your skill. They're just talking about a skill and you being able to serve more people with that, or maybe you're upgrading to a different job where you'll be able to serve more people, or maybe you're moving to a situation where your energy will be freed up to serve more people. What is that about? They just want to confirm that for you. 1111. Oh, nice. So there's your confirmation, Taylor. You got this little, you're all involved in love, and your guides are bringing in this amazing Virgo journey for you. And they're like, yeah, 1111. But also you got like these gifts and you're going to use them. So, well, yeah, you can help someone today. They're talking about a bigger path, a bigger journey, like some kind of skill that comes naturally to you, something that you naturally do that lights you up, that nurtures you, that nurtures other people. When you do this thing for other people, it actually comforts you, it makes you feel better, it brings you up. And then it really doesn't matter who these relationships are around you because you feel stronger in yourself. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's awesome. Yeah. Okay. So they just want to confirm that, that's a skill you have, and maybe look into different ways. I feel like there's something going to come up for you where you'll be able to help people in that certain situation. So that's just a heads up for you. They like, you got so much about love and they're like sneaking in the actual gifts that you have that you give to complete strangers. So I'm getting truth chills all over my body. That you give to complete strangers so naturally. And I don't think you know the effect that it has on these people from day to day. Like people are having a struggle and then you come in and it's like, whew, and you don't even think about it. So, so that's the best thing, Taylor. All right, well, I'm going to disconnect with your energy and I'm going to send your guides back to you. And it was lovely to read your energy for you. And I hope you have good luck with all those Scorpios. Like, holy smokes. Being a mat. Oh, no. And don't be sick of being a Virgo. Let me tell you something about the Virgo girl. So Virgos naturally have gifts. We naturally can read things from the environment. We naturally, as you become more comfortable with that, you'll be able to pick up like actually energies in nature. You can pick up energies in nature. You pick up energies from people. You got to know how to get rid of those. Virgos naturally serve people. You can't be a Virgo that over gives because then you'll just get exhausted. I'm assuming that's hard with your Libra placement as well, who doesn't like conflict. But Virgos, so here's the thing about Virgos. If you have a Virgo energy, you're probably sick in some area. Like you're probably health wise, have allergies or kind of some kind of sickness because Virgos have gone through a lot and are injured a lot. But because our biggest wounds are our biggest gifts, so we actually can go and heal people and are usually guided to heal people in the same way, you know, that we were hurt. You know, you just getting through your struggle, and I'm getting truth feels. I don't know what you've been through. You've been through some kind of struggle. They're just showing me a lot. So you just surviving and going through your struggle, literally, do you know that it's lit the path for other people to show like what people can endure and not be bitter about it, to actually concentrate on still helping other people and not just like shouting profanities at the world. Oh, I got a Taurus moon too. Nice. So you know about you're super sensitive with all five senses anyway. You can literally feel things from the environment. You'd be good to work with herbs and natural type healing methods, but also a Taurus rules the throat. So it makes sense that you would connect with that kind of energy. And Taurus is in your eighth house. So you're gonna have a big, you've been having a lot of endings and beginnings, and you're gonna have it's also a psychic house. So I wonder if you actually are picking up some more things from your environment that you actually know, or you could actually instinctively know who is safe to give to and how much is too much, because I feel like, you know, you're giving to all these masculine energies. Virgo's a very it's a Vestal Virgin. So what does it mean to be a Vestal Virgin? So it means that like you keep the fires burning for people going out. You hold space for them, sometimes too long, but it also means like nobody can own you. Like you decide who you let into your heart, and you're very picky about that. Being Virgo is you serve. I mean, that's what you do. Don't overserve though. Usually we overserve, but you got to find ways to replenish yourself. And I think that's what your guides were talking about with this relationship, that the other people have to do more. And I think you know that because that you can really feel, you literally get physically sick if you're using too much of your energies on other people. But the energies that you're using to strangers just in random places, like that actually invigorates you, because that's an energy exchange. And the person thinks about you like a complete strangers think about you fondly. Yeah. But also Virgo, the Mercury energy has been crazy. It's been having little conflicts with Mars. Just like try not thinking. Just don't think this week. Don't think till like August 11th. Just let it all flow. Go have a spa day. Go lay down in the fields of ferns or something and like renew your energy. That'd be the best for you. Yeah, we picky. We are picky, but you know, we are so much, people think we're stuck on ourselves, but we are, it is way more stress to be a Virgo and how much we expect out of ourselves to be perfection than we would ever. I mean, other people can be flawed. We're okay with that. We're way harder on ourselves. So yeah, you would feel better giving to strangers and they'd actually feel naturally comforted by your energy and you'd be naturally attracted to them. All right, Taylor. So I got more of the story there. I knew there was something not just about love in your little focus here, but love's important too. Virgo's kind of, stuff's been hard for like a decade, I swear to God. I'm just gonna release your energy to you. Yeah. Yeah, I am the traditional hermit, and I don't let many people in my energetic space. I see all my friends and they have all these people over all the time, and it's literally like my sanctuary. I got to keep stuff grounded. I gotta have plants everywhere, all that stuff. So, all right, Taylor, thank you for allowing me to read your energies, and you got some cute stuff going on. But I'm also glad I got to see, kind of how you serve and regenerate too. So, love you. Have a good night. All right, and I think I had. Let's see who else I had in here. Just going back in the chats. Toya. Yeah, Toya, Miss Libra. I'd be happy to read for you. I'm going to read you, and then I'm going to read Kimberly. And then I'm probably going to get off here for the night just because I've been on here for a little while. I'm just going to take a drink of water first, quick. Oh, Taylor's loosened up and she lets people in her apartment. I too let people in my house. I'm letting you all in my house. But I mean, I can't have that constant coming going of energy. They essentially have to be essentially like family, like for me to feel comfortable with them. All right, so I'm going to take your page off, Taylor, and let's see if Toya Miss Libra is here. Yeah, you didn't have to subscribe or like or anything. I'm just honored to read for you. So if you're still here, Toya, let me know and I can connect with your energy if you are. Otherwise, we might have to skip ahead. I don't know. I'm not. Let's see if you come up. All right. I'm wearing my pen out of ink tonight, guys. They scribble when I connect. My pen's out of ink. I'm sure it'll be fine. I think that might be why I'm asking. Like, I think that the person is left. We might have to skip ahead to Kimberly. All right. So Kimberly, we're gonna do I'm gonna connect with your energy if you're still here. And then if Toya Miss Libra comes back, then we will do hers. So Taylor, it's okay. I delete, I don't keep the chats. I think that's so an invasion of privacy. You know, us Virgos in privacy, I would never keep a chat on a live ever with people's questions. Oh my God, that would just make my brain explode. Oh, okay. Kimberly, you're here. Okay. So you got some changes going on, huh, Kimberly? Did you have a specific question? I'm just being shown changes going on in your life, in your life, in your environment. Anything else about this? Is that what your questions are about? It seems like things are shifting around you. That's what I'm getting, shifting. It feels like you're actually running out of, feels like you're exhausted. Like a general reading, and it's okay if I can get a reading. So I don't, I don't do readings specifically on people. If someone shows up, I'm definitely, or if I get something, I'm definitely going to give you the words to it. But sometimes I can't control who comes through or what energies come through specifically in that realm. But I will see what I get for you. is that the changes that your guides were bringing towards me? Is this recent? I'm getting recent changes that they want to talk about, recent changes. So before I started this reading tonight, I was getting something about a red hat. Does that make sense to you? Is that your red hat that I should be finding the owner to? Is that have anything to do with your son? Was there anything with a red hat in him? Did he have a favorite hat that you keep around? Okay. So I just kept on being told to mention the red hat before my reading, and I didn't know if I'd find actually who that belonged to. So if that makes sense to you. And with that red hat, I got that there was something that there actually could have been two losses with that person very close together in their life. Was there another loss when you lost your son? Was there another loss? No? Okay. So I'm just going to try and get what your guides most want to say to you. I'm not the best at like spirits coming forward and like standing in front of me. I get more visual things and having, although I've read for people a lot that have come through, I can't like drag them here. And because it's such a sensitive topic, I have a sister that had stillbirth, and I know how much pain is covered. And that is actually a big responsibility on the person reading for somebody to bring forward a message like that, because you want to be so exact. And I try and just allow things to come through that come through, which is why I never want people to ask about a deceased son, because actually it would have been easier for me to bring it through without even knowing that there was a son that was passed. But that's totally okay, because I'm gonna, I know a lady. I know some ladies. So there is a lady that actually reads for me, and her name is Candace Parisi, and she's on Facebook, and she sees people in front of her. And I feel like in the situation of a son that has passed, that I would trust that you would get every kind of message about his passing. I feel like there's some questions about his passing. There's some questions about pain with him. And I feel like she'd be able to be very specific with you concerning that. And I will certainly give you all that that I have. So before I started the reading tonight, I was just getting that I might be seeing somebody that had something to do with a hat, and then two people passing around the same time. Okay, so your dad passed around the same time. Okay. So that must be you. And did your dad wear like some kind of fancy? It would have been like an actual fancier hat. Did your dad have something with hats, or was there something fancy, or did he like when he went out, did he wear something on his head that was more like noble than the average American? Does that make sense to you, Kimberly? I'm just trying to place whatever energies I had before this reading today, where they belong. I got something with a fancier hat. So if you did have two people, I got two people passing, and I think I actually cut that paper that I wrote it on. So I wrote little notes before the thing, because sometimes people show up before I'm ready to come on here. But I definitely remember two people passing, very close circumstances, both very close to the person I'd be talking to, and then something about a hat. So let me just see what else I can get for you tonight concerning that. Angel Spirits Guides, please, can we get some words for Kimberly, whatever is in her best good, whatever you can bring across to me very clearly, very specifically, so I can assist her with this pain. I feel that you have a lot of you've got a lot of pain around this. I feel like you've never really let that gray area leave your life. That's too significant losses, too significant situations taken from you. And I feel like maybe you were asked to go back to like normal, or like maybe you were asked to feel you were almost felt like an obligation to come out and maybe be more sunnier in front of people in your own life than you actually felt on the inside. And I feel like even though, you know, you did grieve, and even though I feel like you do little things for them, like little special things. I'm being shown a tree, so I don't know if you do little ornaments on a tree or something special with a tree, or you even planted a tree, but I'm being shown a tree and I'm getting chills with that. Even though you do these rituals, and these rituals are very special to you, I feel like you were forced or felt like it was your obligation to go back to life. Maybe appearing more cheerier than you were. So they just want to acknowledge that. Let me see. Okay. Yes. Okay. So they just want to acknowledge that, you know, I feel like you carry, you're like that carrier. You keep things streamlined. So when things, are hard on you, I feel like everybody worries and everybody, but really people don't know how to help you like you help them, if that makes sense to you. And I just feel like your family, there's more family for you than this. Although I don't think that you had any way to express to people, even if they wanted to help you. And I can understand that. Like, I don't think there was any way to express this pain. And that's okay. That's okay. 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 So your son comes in dreams. He's um showing me dreams. So you would know that you would feel that that dream is very significantly different than a regular dream. And I feel like do you try and go back to sleep after the dream, or do you try and go back into that place? How do you feel about that dream? Are you under so when dreams like that happen, it's my belief and it's my feeling that those people are actually coming to visit you, perhaps in a way that you know, that you can remember and you can cherish, and you can actually like find release in that. Are you able to see that as him actually showing up? Is my question for you, because I feel like you want to. And I'm just telling you, like, he is. Maybe you don't have anybody around you telling you that, but there will be a difference in that dream, and you'll know the difference, and it'll come in a time when you need it most. No? Okay, they're showing me something about definitely showing up in dreams, and that would be your son. So maybe you should start writing things down, because it does show that. Was there something around water that he's showing me, referring to water, that he wants to refer to either splashing or swimming? Was this, does this make sense to you, Kimberly? He wants to show me splashing. Was this a younger child, or was this child older? Does this have something to do with does and I'm not sure if he's trying to refer to like activities or something involving water in his passing. Usually I don't do these kind of things on YouTube, so I'm actually feeling a little uncomfortable. My face is very hot though, and I am having a hard time breathing. So I think that I'm trying to get something described to me, but I'm not sure that I'm not sure that I'm certainly not comfortable if you're not comfortable, and I don't feel like you're comfortable with this right now. He was 16. Is there something, are you comfortable talking about this, Kimberly? Because I'd be happy to give you, yes, I'd be happy to give you a personal reading. Like, I feel like I'm connecting, but I feel like there's certain things that are just yours and your family's concerning this. And I feel like you're very, you've always been very proper and you're always put together. And I just don't feel like certain things will come across because like nobody would want to invade your privacy. And I certainly wouldn't want to invade your family's privacy. And I wouldn't want that like this. Yes. So I'll give you a general reading. Also, I want you to go to nerdistempath.com. And I will put the link somewhere here. But I want you to go and sign up for my mailing list. I think it's at the bottom of my first page. Just put your information in. I'm gonna write down your name. And I'd be happy to actually connect with you via Zoom in a private situation so you can get that recording as well, because sometimes when you hear things, you don't actually remember them, because I feel like this is time that you need this reconciled. And I feel like he is able to communicate some things and wants to for you. So I will get you a general reading. So go to Nurse Empath, sign up for my mailing list, and I will recognize you right away. And I will get a hold of you via email and get you that link to a private meeting with my Zoom. And I'd be honored to connect with you in that way, Kimberly. Okay. All right. All right, so right now, just a general reading. I do feel like you're attempting to bring something new into your life lately. I feel like you have had all this stuff around you and have had all this stuff to carry, but right now you're kind of opening up again to what actually may be possible for you. So I don't know if that is concerning getting in touch with things that you can't see, or opening up to the possibility that things are still around you. But I feel like there is light cracking in some areas of your life. And I'm literally seeing flowers, watering flowers. So I don't know if you're nurturing things like that, and that's kind of opening you up. But I feel like you're getting back to some daily habits that you didn't have in the past. And that's really allowing you to, seize up some energy. Okay. Anything else for Kimberly? Just daily life. Let's talk the mundane right now. Let's talk the mundane. Okay, I'm just getting that you've been out in the sun. And that's like cheating because it's like summer weather in the North American climate. You're gonna have to be better than that. What else do we have for Kimberly? What else do we have for her? Just yeah, I guess I'm seeing like you doing the plants, and then the sun, and then growing of the plants. So I feel like there's things growing for you again that maybe it hasn't been in the past growing. I'm getting something about that perhaps you took a course in the past, or you taught something in the past, and then that's been put on hold, or you're doing a trade or craft that you didn't do in a while, and that is going to actually, what is it, please? something that used to be common day, like you're getting back into your old activities, you're getting back into things. I'm being shown baskets, and I don't know exactly what they're trying to show me, but I feel like you're getting back into your normal day. Maybe that's reading, maybe you have a porch or something that has like a swing on it, like one of those wicker things or a wicker thing in the garden. But I do feel like you're getting back to little sources of nurturing, and by doing those little things, you're actually nurturing yourself, and you're allowing yourself to open up to new things coming in into the future. And I'm just going to pull, I might not pull for you. What should we pull for? Kimberly, I'm going to pull you a card, and I am going to ask what you have coming up for you to contemplate, because I got a lot of stuff coming in for you, and it's all about nurturing and needing to self-nurture, and you're starting to self-nurture. And I feel like it's all the story that we're going to talk about later, that I don't want to talk about now. And although I know it's important. So we have a new moon in Cancer again, relax. And this is all about nurturing as well. Just kind of relaxing into things. First quarter moon in Capricorn, unleash your kindest self. I really feel like I'm being the throat. So words could have been whatever. But I think you need to be kind to yourself. I think it's talking about being kind to yourself during this time. If people go literally, when my mother died, and my father died, when my mother died, especially, she was my best friend, I went a little crazy. People go a little crazy. My children's dad died the 1st of January this year in an auto accident. And I told my kids the whole time, like, don't worry about things that are said. Don't worry about things that seem harsh, because people literally mourn in different ways. And people go a little crazy when they feel such a loss. Such a sudden loss makes people crazy. So I feel like if there was anything that happened, they just want to be, just want some self-nurturing on yourself. But I feel like you did so much. So I'm getting a lot about wisdom and teaching and stuff like that. Are you reading? You are hard on you're in Cancer. Okay, yeah. So it's, there's really a feeling of wanting to self-nurture, which is so funny because I brought a blanket to this reading. Like, it's right here, and I'm like, oh, maybe I'll just like cozy myself up in this blanket tonight. Yeah. I have a Cancer reading on this. I have a Cancer reading, and since I'm being told about it, I feel like you should watch it. It was sometime a couple weeks ago. Watch that reading. I think that your energy kind of amplifies what's going on there too. It was a lot. But yeah, what about, there's something about teaching or learning or teaching, or what are you learning? Is there something going on for you like that? I feel like that is something, if that's been put on hold, that will be coming back into alignment for you. So I don't know what that's about, but I feel like they've mentioned it several times, so it has to be something. So I don't know if you just are a lifelong pursuer of knowledge or a lifelong learner. But I just feel like that, they keep on talking about knowledge or teaching or magi or wisdom, or, I don't know if you've been going to a church or been going to a new church or been talking to, a wisdom keeper, but it's just like wisdom books and wise books and learning really come up with you. So I feel like that's coming up for you. I just want to get a quick soul focus for you, Kimberly, and then I will be happy to meet with you in the future. That's a brave question to ask in public. I really feel like you've been brave a lot in the last year. I think you've done things, put yourself out there in ways in the last year that you haven't in the past, and that just is really a testimony for this love. that you have. When you mourn something, when you have sadness about it, you're making that love sacred. Oh, okay. So this is what I have for you. When was the last time I couldn't stop laughing or smiling? Um, it says go back to a time when joy and happiness felt natural to you, where you found your spot in a place where you could feel the laughter cover your body, and that your cheeks would burn with tears going down. Laughter is healing. It is literally the nectar for the soul. So find many ways to find joy and laughter today. That's pretty beautiful. So I think that's very, very specifically. Oh, and you actually get two. Am I getting enough rest to restore my energy and fully show up to my life? This one has a mantra, but it also has a soul action. It says, take a bath, put on some lavender essential oil, go to bed ridiculously early, or give yourself a timeout today. Notice your body thanking you. And your mantra for this card is, the more I give myself permission to rest, the more I can contribute. Yeah, so I really feel like, you are a giver. You probably have a lot of upper neck and shoulder pain, just because that's from somebody, energetic body that carries everything for everyone. So I think you're just being told to, relax, have more fun. You literally can't serve people if your own plate is empty. And I think that's what we started off this whole reading talking about. You showing up, looking okay. You can take those I feel like you have support around you to take those self-nurturing times, and just say, hey, I need some me time, but also laugh ridiculously. Maybe till you pee. Like, that would be my wish for you. No offense. I know you're you're very lovely, and that may sound ridiculous, but I literally hope you laugh soon so much so that you pee yourself. Maybe that's rude. I'm sorry. But I just want you, and I feel like your guides really want you to bring that laughter back in. Just the vessel shaking laughter. Because I really feel like you are like a fun energy. I'm not like crazy fun, but you're a fun energy. And I feel like, you can bring that back into your life, and that'd be good. Like my parents are both passed away very, very young. And I know when I celebrate things, like, they're right there celebrating with me. So when I think something's funny, and that's what I found from other people I read for, that our people stay with us and they celebrate our wins. And I feel like there's somebody that would feel really happy if you just laughed a whole lot. So that is my wish for you. So you can find the link probably in that Cancerian reading. Go to Nerdist Empath, sign up for my mailing list, and I'd be happy to get together with you. To get you a private reading like you should have. Let's see. I am just going to, Kimberly, clear your energy out. No wonder my pen didn't work for you, because we're not recording this here for you. Perfect. Kimberly, I'm gonna clear your energy out and send all of your people back to you. Okay, and I think that is, Kimberly, thank you. I feel so honored to connect with you about that such personal thing. Let me just see if we have, I don't think that Toya MS Libra Show, I don't know that you're still here. And if you're not still here, I actually can't read your energy when you're absent unless I have like permission ahead of time because it's a public forum, et cetera, et cetera. I'm gonna light an incense quick and see if you maybe show up. Otherwise, I'm gonna end the reading. I think it's, what time is it even? 10:40. So I've been on here a while. Okay. Okay. All right. And I think Miss Libra left, and I don't think that the mysterious was it the scrap collector? I'm not sure. It was a cool name. I'm gonna look for it. A scrap daddy. That's an interesting name. I don't think Scrap Daddy wanted a reading, otherwise he'd ask. So I guess I'll just do a general to close us out. Maybe get any kind of message for anyone that will come in the future or anybody that comes late. So what I'm getting for everybody that maybe comes in the future, so I'm getting a bear, and the bear is, you know, not really doing anything, and then sudden things come around the bear, and I'm just being told, like, I showed an example, like with the babies and with the, you know, your whole den and everything, like you guys are gonna know. If things happen in your life that kind of shakes your tree, I'm literally being shown a tree shaking. If things happen that shake your tree, you are going to know instinctively like what to do at that time. We're all essentially animals like the bear, and we all have instincts that we can all attune ourselves to. And I think actually the best time when our instincts and our intuition comes up is when things happen around us that we literally can't even think about. We don't have time to mastermind, we don't have time to make a plan. So that's what my message is overall for the next week. Sometimes when there's changes and they're fast changes and there are changes that knock us off our kilter, shake our tree, is the best time, because then our intuition comes up, and like we are literally able, everything else falls away during that part, and we're literally able to focus on the most important things in our life, the most important things that are right in front of us, the most sacred things to us, the most our needs and not our wants, and condense that. So sometimes that's needed in life, is what I'm being told. So if you guys, any of you experience any kind of change or any kind of shakeup, or your tree gets rattled in the next week, I want you to see yourself as a bear, being able to handle it, being able to get through it, being able to walk through that time, because you have the connection to your instinct. You're an animal as well, you're a mammal as well, and you have that instinctual force inside of ourselves. I think as humans we sometimes don't see that because we're all about the intellect, but when we can't make sense of the things that go on, like it goes right down into the heart and right down into the gut where our intuition lies. So I'm just being shown, you know, that when things happen too fast for the brain to work a plan around, that's actually when the internal resources start revving up and you know what to do. So that is my message for you guys. Anyone else that needed a message, didn't get a message, whoever listens to it, you can have that message, because that is the message for you. Yeah, that we got this. Like, it's a time, but there's always times like in the world. And I find that sometimes what you think. Well, we're all want everything to stay the same and we want to change it like on our level. Maybe we just want to switch a little different things one at a time to fit our whatever. But I find that sometimes when a ton of things change at once, it actually frees you up to paint a totally different future. And it really has you, you don't even have to think about what's most important because you know when everything changes what's most important. And that gives you a clear view of, kind of your paintbrush for the future. So yeah. Okay. I love all you guys that showed up. I was so honored to read your energy and hang out with you tonight. And I am definitely going to go to bed because I sleep. I'm sleeping like 12 hours a day, y'all. Like dad naps. I don't know. Leo season. It's just like everyone should lay around like a lion, I think. You should have tons of naps. My dog's been sleeping by me the whole time. He's kind of like a big old lion, but it was an honor to read for all of you guys. And I hope that my words resonated with you somehow or somehow made it clear for your path in the next week. And thanks for hanging out with me on a Wednesday night. And I love you guys and y'all got this. Night. Bye.